There's a lot of people up there. Yeah. So I just want to say thank you for that, and for everybody that has shared already. It's very powerful to me to, it's very empowering today to be here and to not only share my experience, strength, and hope, but to also hear from other people like me. I think that's really where change begins to happen, is when I realize that I am not alone. I am not by myself. There are people like me in this world. And so, as you were speaking, it reminded me of something I heard a long time ago. It's like, trauma ran in my family until it ran into me. And I remember thinking to myself, oh, I'm going to be that brick wall. I'm going to be this wall that trauma will run into, but it will bounce off, right? So, anyways, good afternoon. My name is Kayla Litton, and I am honored to be here today. I'd like to thank Dee, especially Danielle and Austin, for the opportunity to stand here with all of you. When people hear the words justice involved or reentry, they often think about someone's worst mistake. I want you to think about something different today. I'm going to kind of create a story for you, okay? I want you to think about what happens after. Years ago, I was facing up to 25 years in prison. I spent time in jail. Addiction had taken over my life. I hurt people I loved, and I had to take responsibility for that. Today, I have almost 15 years in recovery. Recovery gave me my life back. It taught me accountability, honesty, integrity, and that change isn't something you say, it's something you live and do one day at a time. But even after I changed, one thing didn't: my record. I did everything people tell you to do. I got sober, I stayed sober, I worked hard, earned certifications, I volunteered, I invested in myself because I wanted to give back to my community. And still, I was denied jobs, homes, relationships. I'd leave interviews with a pit in my stomach. Not because of who I had become, but because of who I have been. One of the hardest parts of reentry isn't just finding a job. It's staring at an application and seeing that one question. That little box. Have you ever been convicted of a crime? It's just a little box on a piece of paper, but for someone like me, like us, with a record, it carries the weight of your entire past. Every single time, there's a battle that happens inside of us. I'll speak for me, inside of me. Recovery teaches me, tell the truth, right? Be honest, live with integrity. What are you doing when nobody's watching, Caleb? But fear can sometimes be a little bit louder, and it whispers something different. What if they judge you? What if they never see anything beyond this check mark on this box? And what if I don't get this opportunity because of something I can't change today? Because the state of South Carolina doesn't want to let me. And after enough rejections, another question begins to creep in, like you said. How many years do I have to do everything right before I'm allowed to be seen as the person I am today instead of the person I was then? And that's what stigma feels like. It's not always someone saying something hurtful. Sometimes it's just wondering if your past will always speak louder than your present. And for years, every application reminded me that although I had changed, not everyone believed that people could. I remember, thankfully, someone eventually did. I remember I was sitting in a second interview at a restaurant. Some of you may have heard of it. I miss it. I'm sad it's not in Savannah anymore. Called Tijuana Flats. Across from a guy named Kyle. He asked about my record. My heart started to race the way it always did. But I did the right thing and I told him the truth. Kyle looked down at my application, looked back up at me, and he said, "Thank you for being honest. My brother has a similar past as you, and he's a good person." I remember exactly how that felt. Kyle looked beyond my record and chose to see the good person sitting across from him instead of my past. My mom used to go into courtrooms and tell the judge, "That's my my daughter, I know she's got a good heart. She's a good person. So today, I'm a certified peer specialist in mental health and a certified addiction recovery empowerment specialist. And now, I work, as of a month ago, as a forensic social worker with the Public Defender's Office in Chatham County. Every day, I walk alongside people and really strive to walk with people and meet them where they are, navigating mental health challenges, substance use, trauma, and the legal system. I advocate for people who are exactly where I once was. And that irony is not lost on me. I went from standing in front of a judge who said to me, "Kayla Williams, if I ever see you again, I will lock you up for 25 years. To sitting beside clinicians, psychiatrists, attorneys, judges, and community partners helping others rebuild their lives. Today, there are judges in Chatham County who will willingly advocate for me, who have no problem, and it's still mind-blowing to me, like me. That happened because one person, Kyle Bingham, believed he learned more than the worst thing they've ever done. Reducing stigma doesn't mean ignoring accountability. Accountability matters, and I am accountable for my past. But accountability and opportunity can and do coexist. When we deny people employment, housing, education, and real opportunity long after they've done the work to change, we're not making our community safer, we're making it harder for people to succeed. Every person deserves to be seen for who they are today, not forever by some of the worst chapters of their life. We deserve to be seated in rooms, courtrooms, wherever, at the table, outside, where decisions about people's lives are being made. My past is something that I will carry with me wherever, but it does not weigh me down or define me today. In many ways, it's what allows me to do the work that I do. My lived experience connects me to people in ways, it gives me street cred, right? It's one of the first things people say when they meet with you. Are you in recovery? Yep. All right, cool. It connects me to people in ways that maybe a degree or a textbook couldn't. So here's what I want to leave you with today. The next time you meet someone who has been justice involved, I hope you don't stop at asking, what did they do? What they do. Ask instead, who have they become? Because recovery is real, people change, second chances save lives, and sometimes the person our community needs most is the one who was simply given the opportunity to prove they were more than a checked box on an application. Thank you.